I'm George Flinn, and I want to welcome you to a very new program. As a matter of fact, this will be the inaugural program for this series, George Flinn Cares. And you can see this and a replay of this or any of the other shows at georgeflinncares.com. Now it's interesting, I want to make sure you understand that. GeorgeFlinnCares.com can be spelled GeorgeFlinn cares, CARES.com. Or I made it easy. If you want to spell it with a Y, you can spell it George Flinn, spell FLYNN cares.com. You can get it either way. So sometimes when you're doing things online, you got to make sure you're thinking like other people want to think. And a lot of people spell Flynn with a Y, some spell it with an I. I don't really care. I just want you there. I don't care how you spell the name. I want you there so that you learn something new from this series. A lot of people in the past have asked me why I'm doing what I'm doing. What's the catch? What's the trick? Why are you doing this? What's in it? Well, I really care. And that's the long and the short of it. I care. I care about what happens to you. I care about what happens to the community. And so we're going to have several broad topics that we talk about, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'll tell some stories with it, and I'll make sure that you get everything you want out of the time we spend together. They'll be recorded. You can see replays. You'll be able to see podcasts. And we'll make sure that everything, you'll be able to see replays, you'll be able to see podcasts, and we'll make sure that everything is widely available to you. Now, I've got one thing that I want to tell you about one more time. If you don't believe it, it's hard to believe somebody's giving you a business plan, a business model for you to go online, click on it, download it, and it's yours. And it's yours free. And that doesn't mean it's not worth something. And you can get this YouTube marketing made easy. How to market yourself, how to market things on YouTube. Exactly how to do it. How to set up a channel, how to do the videos, how to do everything is in here. But this is just the outline. That's all this is. There are videos on there. There are PDFs or printable documents. They're really called portable document files. But they're available to you. And this will go through everything you need to do to set up your business on YouTube. So there you have a business. Now, how do you get that? George's Gift, GeorgeS Gift, GIFT.com. That's George's Gift, GIFT.com. And you can get the entire course. I bought it for you. I paid for it. And it's yours. You don't owe me a thing. If you make some money, I ask you to give 10% to your church. If you don't want to do that, okay. But I'd ask you to consider doing that. So there you've got the first gift, georgesgift.com. And you can get a business that won't cost you thousands and thousands of dollars to get into. It won't cost you much at all to get into. I mean, maybe a phone or a video camera or a camera on your computer. If you've got that, you're in. You can make a YouTube video, and this explains how to do it. This explains not only how to do it, but how to make it and market that video, how to make a good seller on YouTube, and how to make some money from it. So that's what I'm talking about, is your money. How to increase that amount of money rather than decrease that amount of money. Now, why would I do that? Why? I'm asking you. Well, I really care. I care about what goes on in your life. I care about your doing better, because if you do better and your neighbor does better and all the city does better, all of a sudden the economy does better. We're all doing better. So it's a way of giving back something to you. It's free. It's all yours. The other thing, one of the other topics we'll be talking about is in business. Now that was a money-making business. How to market yourself on YouTube. That is a way for you to put a product out there that doesn't cost much. Now, if you're into business, or if you'd like to get a job selling, or if you'd like to get a job doing something like that in a store selling things, what I'd like for you to do is learn another group of things, and this is just an overview. We'll go over each of these in very detailed presentation. But I'd like for you in business to learn to attract those people that wouldn't normally give you the time of day, that don't care about you, that immediately meet you, and all of a sudden they've met you, and your business card, if you have one and given it to them, goes in the trash can. So you're going to attract the people that you've never been able to attract before. You're going to be able to convert them from suspects to prospects to customers to raving fans as they get to know you. So you're going to attract them, and first they're very suspect. You know, people are so suspect that when I tell them what I'm doing, I'm saying it's George Flinn Cares, GeorgeFlinnCares.com. I'm reminded of the story where a guy was going out in a mall, and this happened in Memphis, Tennessee, because I know the guy, and it was a friend of mine, and he went with a handful of $5 bills. And people passing by in the mall, he would say, if you'll give me $1, I'll give you this $5 bill. And they wouldn't take him up on it. They said, what's the catch? What's going on here? Everybody is so suspect of people trying to help. And if you'd like to try it yourself, try it. And if you don't have that much money to try it with $5, have like 10 $1 bills and go by and say, if you'll give me a quarter, I'll give you this dollar bill. And people will look at you and they'll run away from you almost. It's interesting. So you're going to convert them from suspects, they're going to get to know you a little bit, to prospects, and then from prospects to customers, because you have got what they need. And then from customers, you've supplied what they need so much, and you've shown them that you care, just like I'm showing you that I care about you, that they become raving fans. And raving fans are good to have. Friends are good to have, but raving fans are great to have. Now, another topic I'd like to talk to you about, and as a physician, I'm a medical doctor, and I'm a radiologist. I do all kind of radiology procedures, biopsies, fluid drainage procedures, and stuff that you probably don't even want to hear about. But I read x-rays, I read mammograms, I read ultrasounds, and CAT scans. I'm a medical doctor. I see patients with challenges, with problems. I see inside of them. I see through them. I see what's going on inside. And I see a lot of things that could be prevented. And so that's why some of this series will be about your health. Now, I'm not talking about just your physical health. I'm talking about your mental and spiritual health also, because those are all part of your health. You say your mind can't affect your health. Oh, yes, it can. You can be nervous, and you can develop stomach ulcers. You can develop high blood pressure. You can develop all kind of things from just your mind not being controlled. I'm not going to go into that fully. You have to come back and see some more of these programs to really understand the mind-body connection. Now, I'm not going to go out into left field. I'm going to talk about true things that really happen, that are proven, that are solid medical information that your doctor's probably been trying to tell you for years and years. Basic things: stop smoking, don't drink so much, drink plenty of water, get a proper exercise, have a proper diet. We can talk about all of that. And I'm not going to try to scare you into stopping smoking or stopping this or stop. I'm going to show you the benefits of it rather than try to show you how much this is hurting you. So I'm going to show you the benefits of it so that you can make up your own mind. Do you want to be happy, healthy, and terrific? Or do you want to be self-destructive? That's what it comes down to. And then it's your decision. It's absolutely your decision. Just like I've given you the blueprint for making money online. Here's the blueprint. But of course, it's your decision whether or not you want to use it. And guess what? As my grandkids all say. They all talk about, guess what? I respect your decision. I'm not going to browbeat you. I'm going to care about you. And I'm not, a friend of mine, one time, and a good friend of mine for years and years, she was a smoker. And I tried to get her to quit smoking. I tried to get her to quit smoking. And 10 years later, I happened to be going through the intensive care unit. And I saw her. And there she was, on a ventilator, and in problems. And I went by there, and she couldn't talk because she was on a ventilator. But she wrote me a note. And she said, I guess you're here to tell me I told you so. And the first thing I said is, absolutely not. I'm here to take care of you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to do whatever I can for you. But never, ever, ever will I go up to somebody and say, I told you so. I'll never do that. That is not the right thing to do. They're in the challenge right now, and the last thing they need is someone coming up and saying, I told you you shouldn't have done that. No. They're where they are. You need to help people out where they are, not where you think they should be. Because they are where they are because of their decisions, and you've got to respect those. They're just have as much right to make a decision as you do. So that'll be one of the other topics we'll talk about, health. But we're going to talk about it from a very scientific point of view, but also we'll tell a lot of stories, just like the story I told you. And it gets the point across, and then it's a person's decision. Decisions are made emotionally and justified logically. We'll talk about that, what that means too. This is a broad overview. The last topic, the big topic we'll talk about, is relationships. Your family relationships. Your mother, your father, your sisters, brothers, your sons and daughters, your grandparents, grandkids. I've had them all. And I'm lucky to have 3 grandkids. And I'll tell you grandkids' stories. And there's an old joke that somebody came up and said, did I show you my pictures of my grandkids lately? And they said, no, and we appreciate it. So I will tell you a few grandkids' stories. I won't name names, but I'll tell you some stories about the things they tell me. So that's an overview, and that's why I'm doing it, because I care about you. And I want you to come back often and see this show. I'm George Flinn, and you're watching George Flinn Cares. And guess what? I really do.